Hello there and welcome to the post-apocalypse! This isn't the actual post-apocalypse though, it's the video game post-apocalypse because 4 separate end-of-the-world video games are heading your way. Soon you'll be playing the likes of Metro Exodus, Far Cry New Dawn, Rage 2, and The Division 2. So if, like me, you want to prepare for Armageddon, or you just fancy wearing some studded leather shoulder pads, here are 9 games you should definitely check out. Before the world goes dark though, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that alert bell, and maybe, just maybe, we'll let you into our super secret end of the world compound. Maybe. On with the video.
To begin your preparations for the end of the world, we'll kick off with Frostpunk, a post-apocalyptic strategy game that'll teach you how to manage an entire outpost full of very cool people. Here, a new ice age forces you to make tough decisions. Will you legalize dueling to settle disputes? Depend on alternative food sources? Or how about mandatory child labor? I say yes to all the above. Those children have had it too good for too long. While governments and religions emerge in Frostpunk, their power is only secondary to the almighty generator. What the generator says goes. It's basically like the grown-up version of that furnace from Home Alone. If it dies, you die. Man, I will never take electricity for granted again. Oh shit.
Next we have a game that shows the apocalypse can happen to anyone, even British people. Oh god, that's me. Anyway, in Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, you poke around a hamlet in Shropshire. But where is everyone, you ask? Have they all gone to like a farmer's market or something? No, they have in fact all gone to the Rapture. Keep up, that's the title. In the event this happens to you, the game teaches us that by going up to clouds of glitter, we'll be able to discover a brief snippet of story, which we can then piece together to learn what's happened. It's kind of like loads of mini episodes of The Archers, only with less plot about landowners having affairs. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is captivating because it lets you see what's behind closed doors, and what's behind closed doors is apparently lots of floral wallpaper. Best just sit in the pub and wait for all this to blow over.
Not all post-apocalypses have to be dark and horrible, as the Skittles-coloured Sunset Overdrive demonstrates. You know that Hawaiian shirt that you've always been too self-conscious to wear in public? Well, get ready to crack it out, because the public are now monsters. Grotesque monsters, mutated by a contaminated energy drink. This is why you should always read the label, you see. Embrace the chaos and save the city by leaping off buildings, grinding power lines, and doing one of those half-smirk things that would look awesome on some box art. Case in point. Does that work?
No, not at all.
Right, okay. Anyway, it's anarchy, and anarchy means you do what you want and listen to what you want, so long as what you listen to is up-tempo punk music, because that's the only acceptable music of anarchy. Essentially, what we think Sunset Overdrive is saying is that you need attitude to survive the apocalypse, and we've definitely got that covered.
Another end-of-the-world scenario you just have to prepare yourself for is the machine apocalypse. That's why you should play Nier Automata, a game in which mechanized contraptions have turned Earth into a metallic dystopia not unlike Halford's. Humanity has been sent packing all the way to space, and now they're all just looking mournfully at Earth from their orbiting space station, sort of like how when you lock yourself out of your house but you can see in through the window. Not content with being sad astronauts, humanity has sent down an android army to try and reclaim the planet. You play as a blindfolded android 2B, who basically goes through the whole game like it's the Bird Box Challenge. What I take away from this game is a strong distrust of all technology. If I even see something metal, I have to destroy it. I'm costing PCGamesN thousands of pounds in broken equipment to keep the robot revolution at bay, yet does anyone thank me? No, they do not. Ungrateful.
If you want to experience the post-apocalypse with Andy Serkis, then you need Enslaved Odyssey to the West. He plays a character called Monkey, not to be confused with the other Monkey Serkis has played, and together with his ally Trip, he must travel around an overgrown world where man, and indeed Andy Serkis, are a distant memory. It's 150 years in the future, and war has left the world in ruins, while slave ships harvest what remains of the population. Punchy combat and eerie cityscapes make Enslaved easy to recommend, even 9 years since its launch, but it's the story that really stands the test of time. And it's unsurprising since it's based on the 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. But this apocalyptic interpretation is co-written by Alex Garland, the guy who did the screenplays of 28 Days Later, Dread, and Ex Machina, among others. His writing makes the dynamic between the two leads grounded and believable. even if one of them spends half the game ripping apart rusty machines with his bare hands. Apparently there's no tetanus in the future.
Oh, okay, now we're talking. The Long Dark is a survival experience where you have to hunt and craft tools and stuff, so it's basically the Bear Grylls of post-apocalyptic games. You'll learn vital skills for staying alive while enduring a harsh winter. Set after a geomagnetic disaster, you explore 50 square kilometers of frozen northern Canada. There's no zombies or mutants to watch out for, so all you have to do is try not to starve to death, or freeze to death, or get eaten by a pack of wolves, or drown. Okay, so quite a lot of things can kill you. But if you're not up for testing your survival skills in the game's sandbox mode, there's also an episodic story in which you play as a pilot who gets stranded in the wilderness after his plane crashes. Sadly, unlike Bear Grylls, he's not going to be able to spend the night in a hotel.
When the world gets flooded, you can either stay where you are and hope to evolve gills before you drown, you don't like how the Atlantis people did it, or cobble together some planks and just float away. It's the latter option for your character in stylized survival game The Flame in the Flood, where the current is taking you on a lovely leisurely cruise through a post-apocalyptic America. Only on this cruise, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet of midges and the bar only serves river water. Not everything is under the waves though. At points you'll disembark your makeshift craft and stretch your legs, crafting supplies and generally appreciating things you used to take for granted, like clean water and jars. Did you ever stop to think how useful a jar is? You can store a lot of things in jars. Definitely something to consider before sea levels rise.
Zombies and steampunk are an unconventional pairing, to say the least, but in They Are Billions they complement each other loads, like two mates trying on clothes. In this real-time strategy, you're tasked with managing a colony after a zombie apocalypse has wiped out most of mankind. Harvest resources to build dwellings, mills and power plants, and contract mercenaries with flamethrowers and mech suits to protect you against the swarms of undead lurking just outside the gates. If you even manage to build gates, that is. Up to 20,000 zombies can appear on screen at once, which kind of looks amazing. But if just one of them slips into your colony, it will infect everything. One weakling in your defense can allow a single tiny little zombie to cause the downfall of a settlement you've spent hours developing. Man, that's the last time I rely on a bunch of shady mercenaries who are motivated purely by money.
Ah, did you think we forgot about Fallout? Of course we didn't. It's the post-apocalyptic game series. It's literally set in a place called the Wasteland. Fallout 4 is my personal favourite in the series too. You play as a sole survivor of Vault 111 and basically get to go around doing whatever the hell you want. You can pickpocket a robot, you can shoot a nuke at a dog, and these are just, off the top of my head. This post-nuclear war Boston setting contains hundreds of locations, each more rubbish-filled than the last. I like putting all that trash to good use with the junk jet gun, which literally uses rubbish as ammo. So with its awesome weaponry, base building opportunities, and general lawlessness, Fallout 4 will put you in the perfect mindset for the post-apocalypse.
Of course, those are just a few of the many post-apocalyptic games you should play if you haven't already. Let us know your favourites in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and click that alert bell if you want to see more videos from us here at PCGamesN. But you're going to want to do it quickly because the doomsday clock is ticking. See you later.